you get into one of these groups, there's only a couple ways you can get out. One is death. The other is mental institutions.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Jdog here in Jdog'S DVD Dungeon. Yes, bringing you another of my top 50 horror films of all time. What could you have cooking this time, Jdog? You're probably wondering. Well, number 44 on my list is a film from 1981. That's, unless you listen to the Canadian Furox podcast show, you might not really have heard of this one. Obscure one, you're not going to find it on DVD. Yes, I'm breaking out the VHS throwbacks, but this is Nightmare from 1981, or Nightmares in a Damaged Brain. It's got a couple of titles. Yes, it's a heavily cut movie if you can find the uncut copy. Like even the one I got's missing 30 seconds. So anyway, this is directed by, how do you pronounce this cat's name? Romano Scavinelli or whatever the hell it is, writer and director. Anyway, it's a cool VHS copy that I have. Anyway, this movie is about a mental patient. Like he's troubled by these horrible nightmares and stuff, and he's in this mental hospital, and he's undergoing this. I guess it would be experimental procedures that the doctors are doing on, like experimental drugs and stuff. And he's the first one. He's accidentally released. Yes, released to the public. They figure they have him under control and stuff. It isn't long before, like, the character's name is George Tatum, that he gets out into the public. One of the first places he goes down to 42nd Street in New York, checks out a couple of peep shows. He's seeing all kinds of hookers and greasy stuff that would even make J-Dog go into the frenzy mode. So yeah, it's not long before you got George Tatum. He's laying on the floor, got foam coming out his mouth and shit. He has these epileptic seizures, and he goes and he has these flashbacks and stuff, and when this happens, he does grisly deeds. I think he cuts up chicks and nasty stuff like that. But it's all geared towards, he's trying to get back to Florida. He's got a family back in Florida. And this movie kind of shoots back and forth between like George on his journey of blood and guts and his family back in Florida. Like you got a guy that looks like Anthony from my co-host from the Furox show, or he likes to say George Landis, but the guy with the beard, and he's got this MILF woman who's got a couple of kids, and the one kid's a real smart ass. He's always pulling pranks, and hey, he's like a young Savini. He's fucking around with the gore and stuff, pulling practical jokes on his family and stuff, but he's kind of annoying anyway. But yeah, the whole climax builds up. You get bodies are starting to pile up. It's a real weird slasher film, real dark, real gritty. I don't know, it's one of my favorites. Here's another shot of the VHS that I have. Like, it's got a lot of nasty stuff going on, like the gore is really good. They claim Tom Savini did it, but he sued to try to get his name off the credits because he didn't really have anything to do with it at all. But anyway, towards the end of the movie, you have the showdown at the house. Like, you have George, he's tracked down his family, and the young boy, I can't remember the motherfucker's name, he ends up taking him out on like this scene on the stairs. Kind of reminds me a lot of The Stepfather. But anyway, like the outfit, the mask that George is wearing really creeps me out. It was part of, I think, CJ or whatever the kid's name was. It was this little get-up he made to freak his babysitter out, and George, he puts it on, and it's fucking pretty creepy. Like, definitely if you haven't seen Nightmare or Nightmares in a Damaged Brain, I definitely suggest you check it out. It's going to be hard to find. If you can't find it, hell, message me. Maybe we can work out a trade for something rare that I don't have that you might have. You never know. Anyway, a lot of you are probably wondering what the fuck that is behind me there, over in the corner. Well, just in case you guys are wondering, that's my Select Division player, my CED, I guess. It plays these movies that are like records. Here, I'll show you one real quick. I got a couple laying on top, like, there's my Raiders of the Lost Ark on Select Division record. Good stuff. I got 11 of those. Got the player for free, just in case you guys are wondering what the fuck that was behind me. But yeah, back to Nightmare in a Damaged Brain. Hard to find movie, like I said. One of these days supposed to be coming out on DVD, but I definitely, as far as slasher movies go, this is one that's underrated, doesn't get enough props, so I recommend, if you can find a copy, check it out. But that's my number 44 pick on my top 50, I was going to say slasher films of all time, but no, it's horror films of all time, J-Dog, get it right. Anyway, yeah, that's number 44, that's Nightmares in a Damaged Brain. Check it out if you can. Hope you enjoyed. Stick around for number 43, Greaseballs. It's coming up soon. Peace out.